Okay, there you go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to cover this event where cash weapons discovered.
Okay, distinguished members of the press, members of the joint security, officials of the joint security here present, we are pleased to welcome you here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. Our invitation to you basically is to inform you or to brief you on a huge achievement we've made as a joint security. And so the Inspector General Police, Honorable Patrick Sudu, will present this press conference. We will be displaying to you something that we have unearthed as a result of our intelligence. And so, on this note, I would like to present to you the Inspector General Police, Honorable Patrick Sudu, to make this presentation on this press conference. Honorable Sudu, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. I would like to welcome all of you here to this press briefing. Seated on my right, we have the head of the Arms Commission, and we have 102 by me, David Sakor. We have the Deputy Minister from Information, and we have Prince Moluba. He's from CRD, CRU EWFL. He's the Deputy Inspector General of Police. We call this press briefing to acquaint you with development as it relates to the security of the state. Before I go into the nitty-gritty of the actual purpose of which you're here for, I would like to bring to your attention that we have charged 9 persons to court on yesterday, and their charges range from property theft, forgery, economic sabotage, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, and bribery. These 9 persons, some of whom are employees of the FDA, some are business people, and we have 1 former police officer who is also involved. These people will go in the bushes, fell the trees, cut the logs, and use a bogus document in order to evade taxes, and will use those documents to shape the continent all of Liberia with logs. So we have unearthed those, some of those who are involved in the syndicate, and those who charged in court are Benjamin Lee, is a Korean national. Dauda Sese is a former police officer. Isaac Rede, Peter Bade, Daniel Tue, Prince Kwesi Wallace, Vani Marshall, Edward K. Jala, Oscar. He's charged in extension because we could not get in, so Oscar was charged in extension. We did not get a full name, only according to be Oscar. So those are people who are cheating and defrauding the government and the people of Liberia. We also like to bring to your attention of a very huge breakthrough that did occur on yesterday as it relates to the confiscation of some cash arms. The arms are confiscated in the free port of Monrovia. We have gathered intelligence from various sources, and our intelligence led us to the Freeport of Monrovia. The intelligence was so huge, and the security apparatus and all of whom are concerned with security was so agile and were really on top of their game. We got to the Freeport. The Small Arms Commission was of, I'm sorry, not Small Arms, the Arms Commission was of great help to this process. The custom was also a help to the process. NSA, police, the LSP, the Seaport police, we all went as a joint security, and we had our intel on this container. We went to the Freeport, opened up this container. The first few boxes that was such, we discover some heavy weapons. We talk about military weapons in those boxes. So as we speak, the container is sealed up. We are going to further inspect the entire container. When we got the information, we stopped the process of searching the entire container because it's already in our possession, because we did not want information to flow, because we were doing everything humanly possible to ensure that we arrest those corporates involved. So our intelligence also led us to one Barbara Deba, who lived on the Oro. She is in contact with the guy who sent these material on board a container. We managed to apprehend her, and we also apprehended one Melvina M. Pine. She is the broker for this particular company, and from our investigation, we gather substantive information that led us as far as the Broadway community, G4 community. We went in the Broadway community. Last night was late, so we called on a house that was identified to be for one Benjamin, for Bob Benjamin Baker. Bob Benjamin Baker. He is the one who's sending these military weapons to Liberia. He lived in the United States of America. As we understood, he's working for American Airline, and he also lived in Texas. We went at his residence, was late, so we called on the area and we prayed for such a seizure warrant. There was such, we were able to discover some more cache of arms and ammunition in the ceiling of the house. We also arrested one Ezekiel Tama, who was also caught in the ceiling, hiding in the ceiling. We went, caught on the area, searched the area, and got the arms of the Cremor 6.5 by 55 millimeter assault rifle. We got AR-10 7.62 millimeter assault rifle. Winchester Mollet 1894 break action double barrel, and we have Newman. We have Newman arm 5.56 assault rifle, and we had assorted ammunitions. Then for the arms that were confiscated from the container, we have one Omega 15, 5 by 56 by 45 millimeter. We have Rock River LR 15, 5 by 56 by 45 millimeter, and we have M10 7.62 by 39 millimeter, Then we have GP watch, 10 by 63, 7.62 by 39 millimeter. We have Ruger American rifle. One, we have Winchester, we have Millsburg, Saber, Eagle, Sal Revolver, and Heritage Revolver. All of these arms are presently in the possession of the Liberian National Police. We also like to inform you, member of the press, that after this press conference, we will avail to you those weapons to actually get a glance at those weapons. Those are all high-power military weapons. And we arrested assorted ammunitions. Some of those ammunitions that were confiscated, we did not see the firearm to match those ammunition. So we'll have them one side. Probably they are still in country or they were expected to come in country. We are still investigating. We have a lot of ammunition that do not have the guns that were confiscated to match. So we also have at the headquarters the lady in whose name these boxes came. Diba, the Diba lady who have the Barbara Deba, who have also Melvina, who is a broker, and we have Tamar, who was caught in the Ate hiding while we went to do our search and seizure. Before I close, I would like to extend a special thanks to the Joint Security of the Republic of Liberia, and would like to assure the public that the Liberian National Police, along with the Joint Security, are doing everything in its power to ensure that our people be very much safe. We are doing everything come October 10 election, general and presidential election, that the act of violence will be at the minimum. We will do everything to ensure that people do not engage in violence. We will also ensure the safety of the state. As you can see from the catch of arms that was arrested, it tells you that the Joint Security is on its game, and we are doing everything humanly possible to ensure that Liberia is safe. I don't think any Liberian here will ever wish to go back to the dark days. And those who are bringing the arms in Liberia, we sure they are bringing it for a motive, and the investigation will unearth those motives that they have for which they brought the arm into the Republic of Liberia. I would like to thank the U.S. government for their support and intelligence and everything that they are doing, because it is because of their support we are strong and making these strides. And we also like to thank the custom, the LSP, and the Liberian people for cooperating with us, for being by us, because with all the Liberian support, we will not be in this position to serve you all. So we'd like to thank you for coming, and thank to everybody who is there. Thanks to the small arm. The small arm is really working. They are doing everything possible to ensure that we get rid of arms in Liberia. The Arms Commission is a commission that is being sanctioned by ECOWAS, and ECOWAS is supporting this commission so as to eradicate small arms from West Africa. So we'd like to thank you all for coming. If any question, we can take your question.
So thank you so much, Inspector General. And so at this time, we will take few questions from you. After these questions, we'll be drilling you through our senior staff conference room, where you will have the opportunity of viewing these arms and ammunitions that we've confiscated. You can stand where you are, relevant to the statement as delivered by our Inspector General. Please call your name and the institution you come from. Let's take you, sir.
Okay. Good evening, Honorable Director. My name is Haji Masale. I report for Spoon Network. with the people you examined, were you able to think, were you able to question them and look at the motive behind the discovery of this arm?
Well, the investigation continues, as I said, but the main culprit that we are searching for is not in our borders. He lives in the United States of America, precisely. He lives in Texas. So we are going to, the government is going to talk to the American government. They are our counterparts. We talk to them, and the government will take it from there to see how the issue of he coming to Liberia, the extradition process will take place also. So the government is doing everything possible to ensure that he does not evade justice.
So let's take around the arc. Let's take Kwame, and then we go to
He go first.
Fabian.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, IG. I'm Kwame Opa Wixa from the Liberian News Agency. Recently, we heard one lawmaker and some members of the opposition saying that they were going to buy weapons, and we see them wearing bulletproof vests, militants, and all of that military style stuff. Is there any way, based on your current investigation, is there any way that members of that particular bloc are tied to your current investigation, sir?
Well, I would like to be frank with you. The only lead I will have for now is pointing towards the U.S. So those who made those regular statements, we have them on our radar. We are watching them. Our Intel, the NSA, the LMP, Intel, we are working beyond the clock and to ensure that those who making those sweeping comment, those who making those comments against the Liberian population, we are working on them. We ensure that any move that they will want to make, they will be thwarted by the joint security. We are on top of our game, trust me.
Let's take Fabian.
Yeah, my name is Fabian Pia, and I report for State Radio. My questions are in twofold. One has to do with the ladies being charged. Do we care to know the charges that the police are expected to charge them with? Secondly, we expect them to be forwarded to court. And probably the charges that you are going to reveal here in this press conference might end up being charges that are available under our law. And we are going towards election 2023. Just in case those charges are available, what do we expect from the Liberia National Police in this case?
Thank you very much. Presently, as I said, we have just commenced the investigation. The investigation started yesterday, and the discovery was made. We continue today. So the least of our worry is to charge people. We're looking for the real thing, the real motive behind the arms that were brought into our country. I mean, we already have these suspects, they will obviously be charged. So this is not what we really dwelling upon. Our investigation will lead us to why the weapon was sent there and who are those who they were supposed to use those weapons.
Thank you. Let's take yes.
Thank you so much.
Please make sure your question is one so that we don't.
My name is Emmanuel to a report for Kuna 1.9. Our director, in more recent time, Liberia do not have any record of extradition between America and that of Liberia. What assurance can you give Liberians on this issue?
Well, when you talk about extradition, we have the arm of government, which is the foreign ministry that is responsible to negotiate with any other country as it relates to extradition or whatsoever. So when it comes to that, trust me, it will be handled. If he cannot be prosecuted in Liberia, he can be prosecuted in the U.S.
Thank you. Let's take this brother. Let's take you and then we'll come back.
Oh, thank you. My name is Elijah Pine and I report for Fortune Television. Do you care to tell us as to the amount of quantity, because you named a lot of different kinds of weapons and ammunition being arrested. Do you care to tell the total amount of those materials that have been seized?
Well, the weapons that were confiscated are about 15. But those 15 weapons, I can tell you, can destabilize this country. Because those are high velocity firing power weapons. You're talking about a weapon that using a 30 caliber round, 20 caliber rounds. Those are not joking weapons. We will drill you through and you go and see the weapon by yourself, then you can judge.
Yes, let's take you.
Yeah, my name is Jefferson Weah, and I report for KaeTv online. We have elections coming up in October, and this news is troubling. What measures are you putting in place so that we don't have the recurrence to secure our borders, like the seaport, the airport, and the land as well?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a good question. Look, we are reassuring the Liberian people that their safety is our paramount concern. If we're not on top of our game and we were not doing what we ought to do, we wouldn't have arrested these people and confiscated this cache of arms. It tells you that the security of the state is strong. If the few time ago we arrested $1 million worth of drug, $100 million worth of drug. It was the same security network that caused the confiscation of those drugs. So, I mean, we can assure our Liberian citizens, the population, those visiting our borders and whatsoever, that Liberia is safe. We are doing everything in the name of the joint security to ensure that the safety of the state to be our paramount concern.
Thank you. Let's take Trokan.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Trokan Flamay, and I report for Spoon Network. Yeah, RG, they said that, you know, you went at the port, searched the container, and you pulled out some buses. Someone would say security people are so curious. Why didn't you deport to know the rest of the materials within a container before, you know, going after people?
Okay, that's a very good question. I think you saw something came up on Facebook relative the cache of arms that was confiscated yesterday. So what happened? We were thinking outside the box. The container is in our possession. We have the container with us. So what we do? Shut the container down. Go after those who are involved before they sneak all of our borders. So we shut the container down. We went after people. We arrested them, and we did have a lead that took us to a building that we searched, and we confiscated additional arms from those buildings. So what we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to tear down the entire container bit by bit. The content of the container will be searched. Every box or everything that can open will be open on that container.
Thank you. So let's take you, and I hope that we can reduce the questions because we still have a lot of activities to do at this press conference. Yeah, let's take you.
Aji, can you assure the media that you will allow us to be there tomorrow when you are doing the search?
Okay, if the need be it, we will call you to be present, but this is a security operation that is going on. We do not want it to be a Facebook thing. This is national security concern. This is no joke. The press will be notified as we go on with the investigation. Thank you.
Okay, so we will leave all of the rest of your questions because we have other activities. We are drilling you through our conference room. So please follow us as we go to the conference room. Thank you.
So we're currently headed for the conference room. Stay with us, guys. We're now headed to the conference room where the cache of arms are displayed or we expect them to be displayed. You talk about AR-15, there's M1 Garand, some Glocks. We've seen a lot more kind of weaponry that you have there. And so we are headed in there to show you. Take with us.
Carlos.
Yeah.
This way.
And I'm media, my man.
This way.
I'm not media.
Chief,
move.
this way.
Director Weeks, my man, move.
This way.
Please go Moses, please tell him, man.
This way.
No, Jerry, let him come this way.
Yeah, all that people. So.
Okay. Okay. So, don't touch this. Don't touch this. Do not touch any of these. So like we told you, like the Inspector General told you, you are to be done through here. You see this kind of ammunition. So now, we turn over the Inspector General to do it. Please cease the noise. Allow the journalists to come in. Thank you. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, like I said, previously in my corporate room, I told you that when you confiscated on type of military firearms that very trained operators can use and they stabilize our beloved country. And I'm sure we are not willing to go back to the dark days. So I will call Dagadu. Yes, sir. I will call our technicians. Thomas and Dagadu. These are our technicians. They will train you through to inform you as to what kind of weapon is on the table, and you can ask them any question. What the weapon can do, the firepower, and all of that. I mean, these are our experts who will train you to win. We separated these arms because they are in different categories. So they want to put them in that one batch. This is why you see them all separated. So they're going to train you through. So Dagadu and Thomas, I'll take your mind and train them through.
Okay, so good evening. I'm Superintendent Dagadu. I'm Superintendent Dagadu, a member of the Emergency Response Unit and a firearm instructor. So as the RG said, these weapons that you see, once they land in the hands of the wrong guys, it can cause major damage. Major damage. So we begin from here. These are all assorted rounds, 45 rounds, 44, special 38 rounds.
When you say rounds, it means
ammunitions. So you see this. So you see this. This is called hollow point. This round is very dangerous. It enters you. It almost behaves like you see how the mushroom is. It turns all your inner organs. It turns and damages everything. How powerful it is. So these ones are called 5.56 rounds. Most of you see the weapons that ER use, the M4. These are the rounds. They are also very dangerous. all of these rounds, they are very, very dangerous, and they have very high stopping power. That is, even if you are wearing bulletproof at a very close range, they take it off totally. We say they call your light off. We can use that terminology sometimes, right? They call it off. They are all very, very dangerous. This rifle is a Chinese-built rifle from China. We call it a shotgun. Break action, you break it, it takes 2 rounds at a time. This is a very dangerous rifle. You don't want to play around it. You see this one? What you have on top here? We call it scope. So you can also use it as a snapper rifle. We all know what snapper rifle is, right? We also use it as a snapper rifle. It is very, very dangerous.
And let me just tell you something. So when you say scope, if you're hitting the target, it brings the target at a very close range. So if you're just away, based on this, I can bring you closer and hit my target. If I want to hit you in the chest center mass, with this, I can hit you that right. That's why you made my scope. And bring the target closer.
So you can use a building, you climb on the rooftop or LMP, you can use a building to hit somebody probably at the Capitol building or Broad Street, depending on the range of the weapon.
Okay, you see this other rifle? I need to tell you how powerful it is. So you see here, this equipment, this piece of equipment you have here is called flash suppressor. So you can use it in the night. It suppresses the flash. That is, you don't want, once the gun is being fired in the night, it goes with fire. So it reduces the explosion. So they make it, as the RG said, make it sit on top of any tall building, and you will use it. You won't even know that someone is up there firing. You just see people dropping. They are all very dangerous or military grade weapons. So at this point, I will turn it over to Superintendent Seward. He will continue.
And another thing, before you come in. So this has this scope on it, right? But also it's a night vision goggle scope, meaning that at night time, you can still get a clear picture of your target.
Night vision. And to talk about the 5.56 round that Dagadu was talking about, the maximum effective carry range for this round is almost like 300 meters, meaning 3 football fields joined together for them to be effective. To travel that distance and it will destroy the person. It's a very powerful round. So when you go in the wrong user hand, it will cause most problem with it. Honestly speaking. So we move here. We get another pistol called the .22 pistol. They use this round, almost like the Beretta pistol. For this round, it's a pistol. So for this, the maximum effective range for the pistol round is between 50 to 75 meters. And we also have 30 caliber rounds that can destroy. If the one enters a vehicle and it enters to the gas tank, it will build the whole vehicle up like a bomb. Boom! You hear that sound? Yes. It's very, very much destructive.
So let me just add on to that. So when he's talking about maximum effective range, right? This weapon may go up to 600 meters. But in order for it to have a deadly impact to kill you, it's 300 meters. So it's a maximum effective range. It means at that range, it still remains deadly. It might go up to 600 meters, but at 300 meters, it can still put you down.
Like for the one in the place, the other one pistol, but they call it .460. It's also powerful. It get high stopping power. It means even if the person was moving towards you from the distance here and they receive a shot, automatically they will cease all their action and will damage all the major organs in the body. They will tune them apart and just blow you off. So it is a very risky ammunition to play with. Like for this, what Dagadu was talking about, you can also use it for sniper purpose. And you get a scope that our bossman talking about. This scope will draw you. You can even be standing like almost 4 feet distant. You stand there, the man can be to the other end, and you can use the scope to draw you near and whatsoever desired point you wish to hit you, when you squeeze that trigger, automatically it's going to hit you there. Yeah, how powerful it is.
And to add on, the scope for this have a pointing or radar. Yeah. So, okay, yeah. They have a pointing radar also that when they point the gun, sometimes they show you see someone point the gun in a red, something come on you, okay, they have this also.
So all of these things you're looking at, they are all scopes. So this is the one with the laser. You see that? No. So once this gets on you, automatically you know that you're already off. You can see it in the movie, right? Yeah.
So on the arm to it. So what you say is the pointer, right? If the pointer is zero to a weapon, mounted is mounted on a weapon. The reason why you see that you're showing it because it's not mounted on a weapon. But you should mount it on a weapon like this. But this pointer is there where it's zero to that weapon, wherever it points, is where it hits. When the person is a good shooter, when they apply the fundamental weapon marksmanship, that's the reason why you see the laser. So if you're not a good shooter, but you understand marksmanship, and when you get a pointer, it make it easy for you to hit the target.
So the arm for this particular piece of equipment, the scope, is not among the capture arm. Like you have ammunitions that are not among the capture arm. So this is the reason why we say we are still investigating. Probably the arm still investigating by hitting. Probably it has not a rock.
So all of this stuff, they are all military grade equipment. This is a scope that you can mount on the weapon. You can also use it in the night. It has some night vision stuff part of it. You can use it in there as well. These are all binocular. You can use it, you know, to scan area, all the kind of things that are spies. These are all scopes. You know, these are all military grade stuff. We have handguns.
So let me just get some everything here. So there's a nice just use a spy. So if I want to hit my target, if you my target, I can use the binocular to actually coordinate my eyes, to actually draw my target, identify my target before I use my weapon on my side to hit you. That's the essence. So it actually narrow down the target.
Then this is another AK and AK from Romania. It's very powerful. Yes. For this, you don't fire automatic. It fires single, so it can be used as a rifle for sniper purpose. You can use it, you can mount it. As you can see, all the attachments, you can attach a scope that we just talked about on this, and you can take anybody from any distance. And the caliber of the ammunition that you use it is 7.62. As almost like an M4 round. 7.62. It's very powerful. You get high penetration power. So even if you're hiding under the table and they point it at you and they fire, it will penetrate this table and hit you. The penetration power for this is very, very high. So this and this, they are from the C group. And this is the magazine for you. And the magazine capacity is 30 rounds. 30 rounds. So the two you see that 60 rounds. And it is possible that you can put 30, if out of that 30 at 90, you tie it with rubber. And then you can use this side when it goes empty, until the other side you use it. Or you can finish with the 90 round. So it's very, very powerful. We move to the M4 round. Don't touch. This is M4. We call it Omega. This M4 is very, very powerful. It uses the 5.56 rounds. So it's high penetration power. All the rounds you see, a majority of the rounds, they are for military, for conventional war purpose. You're not just for joke. Silence. Yeah, you're not just for joke. So for this rifle, you can fire 4 automatic. 4 automatic. It means that if you get 30 rounds in here, and you just squeeze the trigger 2 or 3 times, everything empty. You got to change it. Yes, for this. For this, yeah. So you get it's not rifle, not for even law enforcement officers to use it, it's for the military because of full automatic. Because for us as law enforcement officers, we are there to protect life and property. So we use semi-automatic, meaning that we just want to stop you from carrying on your action. But for this, it will go full automatic and it will destroy so many people, so many bystanders.
Okay, so the weapons you see up on the side, they were brought in today. All right, we want to do the search at the house. Yes, that entire package up, so from where the bottle is up, they were brought in today, and these ones were brought in yesterday. So we have to separate it so that you can see it for yourselves. Clear? So you were talking about this, the shotgun and the rounds as well.
Yeah, and this is the shotgun. The family name for it is most bread. And this shotgun, it uses 2 rounds. The first I will talk about the pellets, the one the one can spray. The one you can spray when you come outside. Come with the one who can kill the animal. Group attention. Call the pellet, yeah. Group attention in like drug image. This is a slug. This is a dangerous one. So for the slug, you can use it for fishing weapon. Meaning that if you get panel dough, or iron dough, you can stop the bullet from entering. You use it to breach a dough. To breach a dough, it means if the dough is locked inside, where the engine is, you just show it there, and boom, you send it up, and down the entire dough will fall down. And if you shoot human being with it, it will show the person almost 8 feet. It will turn your way 8 feet, the person flying in the air. So it's very terrible. This is pump action. Pump action meaning that you load the round into the magazine tube. The one that get a kind of magazine. You get a tube where you go almost like 5 or 6 or 7 rounds. Every time you shoot, boom, you rack it. You shoot, boom, you rack it. So it's very dangerous. So you can use the round for breaching weapons, and you can use the one for group attention. That is to get more people. Yeah. For the round is very, very risky. Don't play with it.
So as we said, yeah, these ones they are called handgun or revolver. You should see in a cowboy show, right? Yeah, but this one, it has a higher grade. It's also dangerous. Okay? It's also dangerous. So as we said earlier, put all of these weapons together and lay it in the hands of wrong guys, but they are trained. I can assure you, they are going to cause major. I don't know how to describe the major, but I will tell you they are going to cause major damage for the country. Major damage. So we are grateful that the John Security was able to arrest these things because we don't know where we're going to land. I can assure you that they have the propensity, as the people can say, to cause very major damage. Yeah.
Okay, Lord. Agadu, thank you very much. Chief. If you look behind us,
just stay where you are.
Just stay where you are. Open the camera, please. If you look behind us, these were the empty barrels. These weapons were stored in and were shipped from the United States to Liberia. These were, and what they did, they dismantled these weapons in order to fit the weapon in these barrels. These are totally brand new weapons. Nobody have fired any of these weapons. You can check it and see it brand new. So these are the barrels the weapons came in. Okay, if you look at this, the lady that was arrested, Barbara's name and telephone number is on this particular. So if you look at it, you might want to know what is in here. These are all cleaning material to clean all of these weapons. The lubricant, everything is thinking about it. The cleaning rod, everything in here to clean these weapons.
So they gotta be professional.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the press, we would like to thank you for coming, and would like to assure you, the general public, that the security network in Liberia is strong. We are doing everything to ensure that our people are safe, and we can reassure our people that come the election, October 10th, that election will be very peaceful. We are doing everything working around the clock to ensure that our people be in safety. Many people are thinking that, oh, the election will be violent. If you have that mind to make our election violent, please have a second thought. The joint security will come for you. We will get you. We use our intelligence and got this cash arm. We will use our intelligence to get you. So we are appealing to the Liberian people, please, if you have any dissatisfaction about anybody, deal with them at the ballot box, but don't deal with them using these guns. Do not use the barrel of the gun. Use the strength of your pen to ensure that you put whosoever out you don't want to be represented in your country. So what you do, go to the ballot box, bend the anchor of the ballot box, but please, Liberian, let us all desist from war. War is not the answer. This guy who bringing in this weapon, no matter what, he will either be prosecuted here or the United States of America. The United States of America is one country that I know that do not take it light when it comes to trafficking of weapons. They don't take it lightly. So I can assure you that though Benjamin is in America, but he will not evade justice. Justice will be served. We will do his vehicle inspection. We're removing tin from vehicle. We're removing flasher, siren. Those who are not authorized to carry those flashers, siren, and whatsoever, we are telling you now to start to remove them. We are going to do a vigorous search because we don't know as to whether those ammunition that we have that do not have a weapon yet, whether they stay hiding somewhere in somebody's house, we are going after them. And our network is so strong, we will get back to you with total result. I thank you all.
Distinguished members of the press, I want to say thank you on behalf of the Joint Security. I want to appreciate our Inspector General for this press conference. And we look forward to updating you regularly on necessary developments as presented to you today. Thank you so much.